Hello, welcome back to my channel. So in this series, this is the same series for Write With Me shell scripts. So one of the questions that I came across from one student, so I thought let's write and explain that to everyone. So let's say I want to have a calculation based on my bits. So this specific script will take bits like 1 and 0, and based on the conditions it will be calculating the operations. So there would be 3 bitwise operations that it will perform. A will be for AND operation, B will be for your OR operation, and C will be for your XOR operations. Okay, so now what does this mean? A means, or AND means, if both bits are 1 and 1, so it will calculate as 1, it will be true. OR means if one bit is 0, other is even 1, any of those bits are 1, it will calculate to 1. And XOR, what does XOR means here? XOR means if both the bits are same, like 0 and 0 or 1 and 1, it will calculate to 0. And if the bits are 0 and 1 or 1 or 0, it will calculate to 1. Okay, so this is how this bit calculation works, AND or XOR. So A will be used for AND, B will be used for OR, and C will be used for XOR here. So if someone enters a string, so what I want, the first important thing I want is that enter me a string having 1 and 0, and between 1 and 0 it will be having the operations what it will perform, whatever operation it wants to perform, that will be in between. Okay, so this will be a string and it should calculate from left to right. Okay, so it should start calculating from here till right here. So like 0 and 1, so B means OR, so OR means it will become 1. So now the next calculation it will do is something like this. It will recalculate this and make 0 be 1 as 1 here. Now the last 3 it will pick up, and this will become 1 and 1, so that means AND, so it will become 1. So the next bit it will go ahead and do it like this. Then again this is XOR, C is for XOR, that we are defining. Okay, it is not hard and fast, it's just that we are defining C as XOR. So 1 and 1, that will become 0. So now your output will become here 0. Okay, now again when it will calculate the last 3, 0 XOR 0, that will again become 0. So the next output you will get is 1 XOR 0, and then 1 XOR 0 will become 1. So the last output you should get of the script should be 1, something like this. So whatever string you put, based on that it should calculate. Okay, but the values should be only 1 and 0, and in between the operator should be C, A and B. Okay, and few important constraints that we will be putting, like the string should be not null string and it should be odd number. See, always it would be an odd number. If it is an even number string, that means that is a wrong string and it should not calculate based on that. Okay, so it should always be odd number and it should not be not null. Okay, now let's see how I have written this and I will explain that. So now coming back to my shell prompt, I will come back. So this is my script. What I will do, I will put it here and enter. So now you will see a big script, don't worry, leave it. So first thing, the first important point what I said, that you have to take it as an input from the user. So first thing that you have to do is take it as an input. So to take it as an input, what I am doing, I am saying okay, enter me the string, and I am using a read operator to read the value whatever the user will enter. Okay, so as soon as this prompts, I will enter this particular value. So this will read and store in a variable that is called as v_str. Okay, that is the string variable. Okay, Now next thing what we have to check, first we will be focusing on the constraint to make sure that all the constraints are satisfied before we are moving ahead and making this logic and writing the logic for this particular script. So the next is, I want to identify the length. So to find the length, what I will simply do, there is a hash value keyword that will be used for the string to calculate the length of the strings. So it will simply calculate the length of the string and it will store in my another variable that will be called as vString length. So it will be storing this particular variable. Next, moving ahead, now we have found the length, we have got the string. Now what I have to first check, that string should not be null. Okay, so what, for that purpose what I am doing, I am writing a if condition to check whether the string is null or not null. So what this condition will do, if will do, it will go ahead and check if the string is not null, then only it will go inside. If it is null, it will go to the else part of this, that is this else statement, and it will say the string is empty string part and it will exit with an exit code 1. Okay, so it will exit the script. Next, if the string is not null, then what it will do, it will go inside this, and now I will again open one more if condition where I want to check whether the string that is passed is odd number length or even number length. So now with the odd number length and even number length, the simple logic that we are putting, if the strings are value whatever is the length, let's say the length is 8 is divided by 4. Okay, so what is the remainder? So remainder is 0. So what it will do, this is sign for remainder, so what will be the remainder? 0, which is fine. So that means it is an even, and we don't want an even length script. Okay, so that will be an issue there. So again it will go, as soon as the remainder becomes 0, it will exit from the script. Okay, that the string that you have passed is incorrect string. If it is not equal to 0, it will go to your else and it will just mention on the screen that number or the length is odd, and it will move ahead. Okay, so till here what we are just doing, we are just going ahead and testing the constraints, whatever constraints we want. Okay, next what we are doing, we don't want this, so I will remove this. Okay, next, now what we have to do, now the important thing is, as I said, we have to read it from where, left to right. Okay, and every time if you see, we have to read 3 characters from the last, 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 it has to calculate. Okay, so now what we will do, I am using a loop. Okay, so that loop, what it will do, this loop will keep running until and unless the string length is greater than 1, because as soon as the string length becomes 1, right, that means it is the last output of that string and we don't need further looping on top of it. So that string length should be greater than 1, whatever string is there. Okay, now we will see how it is going to change. Now next, as soon as it goes inside the while loop, what it will do, first string, so v underscore str, if you remember, this is the string value that we have taken from the user, v underscore str. So this string value, what it is doing, I am taking the last 3 characters of the string. So what I am using, -3. So -3 will take the last 3 characters of the string. Okay, so remember this semicolon and space is very important here. If you don't do this, it will fail, you might get syntax error. So this is important. So I am passing the string, and from the string I am taking the last 3 characters and storing it in a variable called as v underscore last 3. Okay, so that means if this is my string, so what I am doing, I am going ahead and, let's say if I can zoom it. Okay, so I have zoomed it a little. So now if you see this last 3 characters, so what it will do, it will pick up this last 3 character and store it in your v underscore last 3. Okay, once this is stored, what I am doing, now I am picking each character one by one from this last 3. So as soon as I pick, what I did, vchar1, I am picking the first character, second character and third character. So it will pick up your first character, second character and the third character from that string. Okay, the last 3 character string, it will pick one character each. And then what I'm saying, based on the values, okay, the second character, every time whenever it will pick last 3, the second value will always be the operator between them that is being passed here. Okay, so based on that value, what it is doing, it is checking if the second operator is A, B or C. Okay, so if it is A, what it will do, I am again defining variable and storing a value where it will do the calculation between the character 1 and character 2. That means if it is 0 and 1, so it will calculate between 0 and 1 based on the character. So if it is B, so B means it will go ahead and do an OR operations, right? So it will perform an OR operation between them. So that means the character 1 and 2, it will have an OR operation, and whatever is the output result, that will be stored in the Z variable. Same way for AND, this will store in Z, or if it is XOR, it will go into XOR. So the XOR sign to calculate here is your caret sign on your keyboard. So based on this value, it will store it, and in case of any other input have been passed, it will say wrong operator between them and it will exit the script. It will not do the full script execution. Okay, so the operators between them should be A, B and C. Then moving ahead, if I move ahead, next what I am doing in the same loop, it is not still gone to the next. What I am now going ahead and doing, from the original string, this was the original string when the script started, that was the first string, this first string. Now what I am doing, I already got the value of Z based on the last 3 characters. Now what I am doing, from that V string, I am removing the last 3 string. So in this particular string, what I have done, I have removed this part. So for that, what you have to use, a percent sign and the particular pattern or the variable. So this is the variable which has the last 3 characters. I am passing it and it will remove these 3 characters from this. So now the leftover would be just like this. Sorry. So now only leftover is this. And then what I am doing, I am appending the value, the value of Z based on the calculation between 0 and 1, whatever is the value, it will be appended, and now it will become, the new string will become like this. So again I am storing in the same V underscore string variable. As soon as it did, again it goes to your while loop and checks whether the length is greater than 1. Still it is length is greater than 1, this length is greater than 1. Again it will do the same operation, and step by step, until unless the length becomes 1, it will keep calculating, and once the length become 1, it will come out of the loop, and at last it will print you the result. Whatever is the result, it will be printed at the last. I hope this is clear. So let's run and show you. So what I will do, I will simply run it. So see, if I enter without any string, it will say an empty string part and it will exit based on the constraints whatever we have passed. Now let's say if I am going ahead and doing it, please enter a string with binary calculation, and let's say I will use the same string what I have shown here in the example. So I will pass it and enter. So see, the number of length is odd moving ahead and the result is 1, because based on our calculation also it will come 1, same result it will proceed here. So whatever value you give, based on that, let's say I will give 1 and 0. So that means between the operator 1 and 0, the AND operator is being performed, and the output will be 0, because both cannot be same at the same time, because AND will need both to be true for giving the result as 1 here. I hope this was clear. You can do in multiple ways. There are multiple options you can try with. So these is one method that I have explained. Thank you for watching. If you like, please subscribe to my channel.